All right, so the best conditions for an Alocasia Polly, an African mask, is what you're seeing right now. Hot, humid, rainy conditions that we have here in Florida. I'm on the west coast of Florida, central Florida, and it's hot here. It's like 95 degrees out right now. It's July, and these things do very well, and they just keep growing and growing. I have them growing in the front yard, the backyard, side gardens, all over the place. The trick with them though is to make sure that you position them in a place where they get a lot of shade. You don't want these things in direct sun because they will not make it. I have them typically under some of the bigger plants, the bushes. They can be in complete shade and do okay. I have some that get sun about 50% of the day, and believe it or not, they're doing great, but I think they do a little bit better when they're shaded more because they are an alocasia and they prefer the shade. And I'm just pouring down sweat right now in this real humid, misty rain stuff that we're getting right now. It was pouring earlier, but this kind of stuff is just excellent for these plants. And this is a good indoor plant as well, but you will not get these conditions indoor. Like I've said before in other videos, the air conditioner is just gonna suck the humidity right out of your house, so none of your plants are getting the humidity that they need. You can mist them, you can do different things, but again, that air conditioner is just gonna suck that right back out. Completely different conditions outdoors. If you have an indoor Alocasia Polly, bring it outside when it's raining like this, let it get some rain. It's really good for it. And warmer weather is good for it. When it cools off, these things are gonna go dormant. They're just gonna go just to the bulb. You can save those bulbs, replant them. I just leave mine in the ground and they pop back up. Mine only go dormant for about maybe 2 months. Some of them don't even know when to go dormant because we have such mild winters that they'll just keep on growing and maybe fall back just a little bit. But take a look at the pretty colors on them. Every one of these that you're seeing, look underneath them. Look how pretty purple that is. Real healthy plants. All these that you're seeing, I've planted these myself from little pups that I've dug out when I've transplanted other ones. Here's a whole row of Alocasia Pollys that I have growing right now. I always have several at a time growing. This one is actually, just spilled some stuff out of it. This is one of the ones that we keep indoors that I just brought outside to get some rain. I mean, this thing was smaller than this 2 months ago. So they shoot up pretty quick when they're in the right conditions. When I put these things in the house, where the house is typically, we keep our house in the high 70s, they grow a little slower because it's cooler for them. When they're out here in this 80, 90 degree weather, 90 plus degree weather is really what we've been sitting in. They grow very, very well. They love it. They love that warm weather. They know it's time to grow and they do it. They take off. So keep them in the shade. Show you another one here. Keep them in the shade. Let them have some good sunlight though, because like all plants, they like sunlight. Just not too much of it. Well-drained soil if you have them in pots. All these pots are very well drained. They actually make a mess, but they're very well drained because if they're sitting in water, they will get root rot just like any other plant. But yeah, this is the Alocasia Polly. One of my favorite plants, my favorite Alocasia, I think. I like it a lot. Such a pretty plant, does well. I hear of people having trouble growing them, but I've never had an issue indoors or outdoors. But you know, I kind of baby the plants a little bit too, always giving them rain water, no tap water. And they seem to do their job. They grow. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.